Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You little fucking cunt. If you were my daughter, I'd fire your ass.
He's gonna hug his dad like a queer.
5 long years, I held the whole celestial gates up my ass. What the fuck are we talking about?
This is free form. You know, man, it's like how it is, man. It's this nebulous thing. It's, you know, it's like an experiment,
This
man.
is just... Dude just swallowed a gut full of pills. His last words were, wow.
Is she eating a hot dog? Is she eating a sausage? Is she eating a cucumber?
She's not telling me to shut my mouth because she knows I'm fucking speaking the truth. I speak truth to power, okay? When Weinstein was fucking those bitches in the chairs, I said, hey, Harvey, fucking 20, 30 years, it's gonna come back to bite you.
I want to get chocolate wasted.
Fucking, existential horror, I'm not safe in this fucking car!
You take the black, you take the white, you take the fat, you take the dyke, and what do you got? The Maxolite.
Don't be a stranger.
It's just a coincidence that you were talking about the Jack and Triumph show, and I'm here. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Hey man, this is Kevin Smith, guy who makes all those unlistenable podcasts over at smodcast.com, and you're listening to the Two Strangers One Podcast. This is podcasting.
You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes or on the Stitcher app for Android devices. Please visit twostrangersonepodcast.net. And now, here's Chris Cologne and Austin Schutte.
Hello and welcome to Two Strangers One Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Austin.
And I think I saw a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, you saw a car meow, it shook its head.
the car meowed.
Then you saw that same car again, and it meowed and shook its head again.
Well, no, seriously, and it's the same car that I'm sorry, one of them was a Buick, but the same car that you're driving right now, we were behind. Then I saw a car that looked similar to it cross us on the at the intersection. So I thought maybe
it was a different brand, though.
Yeah,
we're fine. The agents aren't going to get this. And they might still. They're wily.
So I forgot my ID, and at work we have a temporary ID that you carry around that says, "Ask me about where my badge is."
Fucking bright red and shames you.
And ends on a preposition.
Oh, fuck.
Ask me where my badge is.
You know what, man? We should bring that up. Might get a raise. He might hire you off that alone. Be like, he found a fucking glaring grammatical error in our temporary badge. We should probably make this dude full time.
So it's not bad enough that at work I have to deal with where's your badge?
Where's your badge, man?
Where your badge is.
Where your badge is.
Then we go to fucking Burger King for lunch. Then the fucking bitch behind the counter wants to give me fucking shit.
Hey, where's your badge? Like, bitch, you don't even fucking work with me.
Who the fuck are you?
You know how many times a week I have to listen to that shit? Too many, because I keep forgetting my fucking badge. I need you reminding me of my failings, okay?
Let me speak to your fucking manager.
Manager comes out, he's fucking wearing a badge, says, "Ask me where my badge is." See, he fucking gets it.
This guy gets it. You feel my pain, right, buddy?
You're making fun of his fucking badge? You little fucking cunt. If you were my daughter, I'd fire your ass. You little fucking whore, just like your mother.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking walked into something crazy at Burger King, man.
Dude, we just fucking ripped the fucking Band-Aid over that wound.
That would almost be as trashy as that McDonald's we went to. The fucking girl's on break and her boyfriend comes in and just starts fucking hitting her.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was some weird fucking piece of shit.
I'm like, should we fucking step in? Like, well, I kind of want to just eat my Big Mac. And she's hitting them back. She's good. She can take care of herself. She's got a handle on this.
Yeah, you motherfucker. And I'm like, do you not see that there's people here trying to enjoy their meal? Are you cursing out your boyfriend?
It's fucking crazy, man. And then, like, 5 minutes later, you know, they're fucking getting into it. Like, he's grabbing her face and shit and throwing her phone. And, like, 5 minutes later, she's like, I'm not mad at you anymore.
You so crazy.
What the fuck? Jesus.
Stockholm Syndrome.
But, like, from which one?
It's sort of a codependent Stockholm Syndrome.
I feel like they just kind of both fucking deserve each other at a certain point.
There are these dude bros. Well, there was a guy I used to work with who was a dude bro.
Oh.
And his thing was, let's go hogging.
Oh, fucking
and hogging was, you know, for those who don't know, and this is going to get not offensive, but it is pretty fucked up. Basically,
for your own edification, I always knew it as sniping.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only reason I didn't understand earlier what you meant, is because I'd always called it sniping. So anyway, go on.
Yeah, so hogging is basically going out to a bar and picking up, like, the biggest girl you can find. Which, if I'm not mistaken, for our constant listener,
Tommy B
was from the, I believe it was the same guy that was the weightlifter, oddly enough, who would eat all the egg whites and not the egg yolks.
Go back to the good episodes.
And he'd say, you know, you want to go hogging? And at first, like, he was a bit of a country guy, so I thought, like what, wrestle with fucking hogs, wrestle with pigs?
We have to fuck a pig on live TV before 4 o'clock, or they're gonna kill the princess.
Black Mirror spoiler alert.
You know, for the first fucking episode, get on that shit.
Yeah. Well, most people talk about it. I guess you got to come up with something shocking in the beginning to kind of keep people hooked.
Yeah.
But so then he goes, and I'm like, hogging? Like what? Like we're wrestling a pig or something like that? And he's like, oh, sort of.
Hold on, real quick. Welcome back, those of you who stopped this to watch that Black Mirror episode. Alright, go on.
And he was like, sort of. I'm like, what are you talking? You know, you go to a bar, and you just look for the biggest girl there, and you take her home. You know, it's like, you know, I guess like you would say, like, it was sure is an easy thing.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, I feel like the game of it is like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking take this girl home, make her night, and then never fucking call her again. But like, yeah, it's kind of good for her though, because
you're a dick.
You're a toxic fucking asshole. So really, you're just giving her a fun night, and then she doesn't have to deal with you.
Yeah. So I was thinking, like, there's these like dude bros that are in their mind pulling pranks,
right?
But are also kind of doing charitable things.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we're gonna take this like whole fucking bucket, this whole family size KFC meal, and we're gonna knock on this underprivileged family's door, and then run away when they run away after.
Yeah. They're gonna come to the door and fucking like, oh, there's food here. They're gonna have to fucking steal it from their porch. Oh yeah,
it's not even their food, assholes.
This fucking queer kid at my school whose dad's in Iraq, and I arranged for him to fucking come home on leave and surprise him at school. We'll make this little faggot cry in the hallway in front of everyone.
He's gonna hug his dad like a queer. Once again, these are characters.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, look, there's a homeless guy. Hey, homeless guy, you dropped this $20 bill on the floor, homeless guy. Yeah, he's a fucking asshole. It's not even his $20 bill. Fucking dick. Look at him pick it up. Look at him pick it up.
You know, some guy forgot his dog in a bag outside of a kill shelter. I'm gonna fucking steal it and fucking show him not to be forgetful. I'm gonna fucking raise that dog, and he's not even gonna know. He's not even gonna know that I have him. He's gonna be so fucking sad because he doesn't have his dog anymore.
Watch, I'm gonna feed this dog. Watch me feed him. Why don't you play fetch with this dog, man? Fucking dick doesn't even know what he's missing, man.
There was a fucking post I saw which like feels like it's in this vein, but it is like a fucking dick move. Like, I was like, some guy called my kid a pussy, so I went to his kid's daycare and taught his kid how to ride a bike. Can't get that back.
How you like that? I'm gonna teach your kids things.
That there is like fucking, you're stealing memories from the guy. It's like, oh yeah, remember when you taught your kid how to ride a bike? No. Fucking Chad did it.
Fucking potty train that little fucker.
Yep.
There goes your precious memories, Dad.
Yep.
And I had a feeling we had one other thing before lunch.
God fucking damn it, Kevin. You taught my kid how to walk while I was at work.
Boom! Kickstarted his kidney failure surgery.
What?
I kickstarted payment for his kidney surgery.
It's like,
how inadequate you are.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't think the fucking medical term is kidney failure surgery.
Sort of the reverse. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stab this kid in his kidneys.
We're just gonna bring this guy in for diabetes repair.
It's coming in for a tune-up, you know? An oil change. You mean dialysis?
I got the bill from your dentist's office. It just says mouth poppies. Oh yeah, it's when we pulled your teeth. Yeah, why'd you call it mouth poppies?
Fucking Obama.
Now, we made a lot of progress with the Mouth Poppies initiative. We've changed just about every medical expenditure into a Dr. Seussian thing.
Dude, I totally paid for his mouth poppies. Fucking dick.
That sounds a lot dirtier than it was. You want to go hogging, man? I bet I can get this bitch to take some mouth poppies. Isn't that rape at that point? That depends on what the fuck we're talking about. Honestly, I kind of lost the thread at a certain point there. What are the mouth poppies in this?
When they pull your teeth out.
Alright.
Not mouth poppers.
Yeah.
That's a whole other different analogy.
And like, yeah, we definitely had one more thing we wanted to get to and just fucking... I know you said that like 5 minutes ago, but then we kept rolling with the mouth
It had
poppies.
to do with, Trump? Something about going in Christopher Walken's ass?
Oh, shit.
Oh, heaven. Okay, why is it? It's a highway to hell,
Yeah.
but it's a stairway to heaven.
Yes.
You would think, Jesus Christ, you just died. You lived a good life. You've done good things. You gave to charities. You donated all the poppies you could.
Now you gotta fucking walk?
Now you gotta climb this fucking stairway. Yeah, you get wings. Yeah, when you get to the fucking top of the stairs, you don't need them then. There's all clouds up there.
How did heaven get up Christopher Walken's ass? Do you remember where the fuck that discussion went?
Because you said you believe heaven's near to earth or something like that. What was that? There's a song about
heaven isn't too far away.
Heaven isn't too far away.
Yeah.
So I said, I think if you're gonna climb the stairway to heaven, heaven is if you know what that's worth.
Heaven is a place.
Heaven is just a place on earth.
Yeah.
And then Christopher Walken started singing, do you know what that's worth? Heaven's a place on earth. It's my ass.
5 long years, I held the whole celestial gates up my ass. Now, little man,
I
give paradise to you.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter. No, not anymore.
Walken's Inferno. This is the jejunium. This is where the unbaptized babies go.
Yeah.
These are adulterers. They're right in the coccyx.
Those unbaptized babies right behind my eyes.
Right before the small intestine, I have 3 polyps, which I call the 3 heads of Satan. Anytime I have corn products, it gets stuck in there, and I'm not right for a week.
All those souls are giving me colitis.
Christopher Colitis discovered the asshole. In 1492, colitis grew inside of you. What the fuck are we talking about?
This is free form. Man, it's like how it is, man. It's this nebulous thing. It's, it's like an experiment,
This
man.
is just Christopher Walken asshole slam poetry, and I don't mean asshole as a mean person.
About his literal sphincter.
It's just slam poetry about Christopher Walken's asshole in Dante's Inferno.
It's gonna be great when I have to do the episode arc.
Yeah, good luck. Chris Walken's asshole. Chris Walken's asshole.
Let's all go inside.
Wow.
Wow. Wowie, wow.
Wow.
St. Peter's gotten my ass. Have you been a good boy?
Somebody posted this is a little off topic. Someone posted a fucking treat. Yeah, it was a treat.
Yum.
A tweet from Owen Wilson. And it was just him saying, I've only said wow like a few times. It was the funniest shit I saw all weekend.
He's a nice guy. He fucking tried to kill himself.
That's true. That is very true, man. Back in fucking 03, dude just swallowed a gut full of pills. His last words were, wow.
He saw Walken's asshole.
Except
and it went back to the mortal coil.
Luke Wilson about said, he's like, no, Luke, stay away from the asshole. And Owen's like, why'd you call me Luke? Whoops. we can fix that in post. Yeah. I don't know if that was a curb or a snowplow.
Or a baby.
I'm still horny. Alright.
Wow.
Anyway.
Owen Wilson's in my ass. Leave, Owen Wilson. You have work to do on Earth.
Wait, is this asshole heaven or hell? I forgot.
At this point, it's still heaven. It's still the 5 years it was up his ass is heaven.
Alright.
You have much work to do.
Those 5 years were like 01 to 06.
You gotta save the babies. And Molly and me. Wow.
I mean, I would like to get home at some point tonight. If you want to just leave that rolling and keep it going when you get in, that's fine, man.
Shanghai Nights. Shanghai my ass. That makes no sense.
You didn't even fucking try.
I'm just trying to think of Owen Wilson movies.
Right, but like there weren't even puns.
Shanghai Noon.
You just referenced the movie briefly and then said my ass.
Shanghai Noon, my ass.
Shanghai Moon?
Shanghai Moon, Shanghai Noon?
Yeah. You get some
Yes.
Shanghai Moon, that's a butt joke.
I'm trying to think of other Owen Wilson movies. Alright, no, I'll leave it. Alright, and we're back.
We're back, you fucking pussies. Sorry, that was rude.
It's been kind of a crazy night tonight, huh?
Yeah.
I think for our constant listeners, we should probably say that, you know, the coworker that we mentioned, the tall, fat, racist,
the tall drink of annoying,
who looks like Kevin from The Office.
Yeah. So we'll talk about.
We'll call him shit sack.
We'll talk about the fucked up thing he did, and then we'll talk about how I weaponized him today.
Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, well, I think for future reference, constant listener, we will be referring to him as shit sack, because he is a tall sack of shit.
Yes, he is.
Alright, so I guess it's your story, so I'll let you tell it.
Alright, so fucking... This is privileged information, so I won't use names, but motherfuckers that get paid a lot at our job are dropping like flies due to some restructuring.
Oh, yeah, at our job, right now, like a person that had 20 years, almost, or damn near 20 years on the job.
I'm not going to give you specifics,
well,
and I don't know them.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I was under the impression they've been with the company for like 20 years.
Quite a fucking while.
They're gone. They're just like, you know what? You know that person who very likely did a halfway decent job and was part of the company since before the company was the company. They're gone now.
Yep.
Fuck them.
See you later, alligator. After a while, a crocodile. Don't forget to write, as Blaine would put it.
You know, and I'm like low man on a totem pole, so I'm like way fucking, you know.
It looks like they're shooting for the penthouse, though, so.
Yeah, because we've lost 3. We lost like 3.
And now the piece de resistance, the hilarious shit that we need to talk about shit sack doing.
Oh, okay.
So, he says, yeah, I'd heard, some guy in compliance, the Oriental guy, got let go too, and he says shit like that all the time.
The Oriental guy,
and like you know, it's really no big deal, but I just like calling him out on shit that's technically, you know, not the preferred term and shit. So I'm like, hey, just so you know, man, the term is Asian American. He's like, oh, whatever. I'm like, hey, just, you know, stay woke. He's like, was that his name? And, like, I got pissed off because that's the funniest fucking thing I'm going to hear all week. And he didn't even mean it.
Yes, shit stack. Stay woke was his name.
Right. So, like, it's only fucking hilarious because of how goddamn cartoonishly racist he is. If he meant it as a joke, it wouldn't have been funny. It would have just been offensive. But because he was accidentally being offensive, it was the funniest fucking thing. Hey, stay woke. Was that his name? Fucking goddamn it.
He's not clever enough for that to be a joke.
That is goddamn comedy gold. And it was a complete accident. That is come in my butt times 10. For those of you who know the context of that. Those of you who don't, fuck off. Listen to our backlogs. I'm not rehashing.
Go back a couple episodes. But yeah, it's like, I try to write, and I try to write funny stuff. And like, if I had my character say, oh, that Oriental person, and got corrected and said, no, you mean Asian American, stay woke. Oh, was that his name? I would say no. There's no person alive that's fucking stupid.
Right. In a cartoon, that tests your suspension of disbelief. Suspension of
disbelief.
How much you've suspended your disbelief?
Yeah.
Fucking goddamn grammar. Too far out of college, man.
Recently,
yep.
You were telling me, and I guess, I don't know, spoilers, if you want to say, for Get Out?
Spoilers for this movie that came out a fucking year ago.
A year ago, and just won the Oscar for Best Screenplay?
So, get out to a Redbox and fucking watch this movie. Or buy it fucking outright.
And now, with today technically being Tarantino Tuesdays, because we kind of fucked it up the past couple of weeks, we had Tarantino Woosdays and Tarantino Tuesdays. Tarantino Tuesdays.
You can still say the whole name of the day. It doesn't need to rhyme with Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Warrantino Wednesdays.
We've already changed the first letter of Tarantino to make it fit. You don't need to make it rhyme with Tuesday. It's like I don't even have an analogy for it.
So I was thinking, what would Quentin Tarantino... Alright, so I'll let you choose. Quentin Tarantino either gives us his review of Get Out, or, because you would know this more than I would, I know Quentin Tarantino, he's won a couple of Oscars, right? He's had at least one.
Let's see, he got Best Picture for Pulp Fiction, and every time Christoph Waltz has appeared in a Tarantino movie, he's won a Best Supporting Actor.
Oh, okay.
I believe he got Screenplay for Inglourious Basterds.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Christoph Waltz is gonna fuck a robot in Alita, but that's a whole other story. All right, so either Quentin.
Oh wait, in a movie? God damn it!
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino either gives us his review of Get Out, or Quentin Tarantino calls up Jordan Peele to welcome him into the Oscar club. Like one director to another, or one. Well, no, did he direct it? Yeah, he directed. Jordan Peele directed. So one director to another.
One writer-director to another welcomes Jordan Peele into the Oscar club.
Yeah. So
are you going to be Jordan Peele for this?
Well, I think it'll be what we hear on our side of the conversation, because I don't think Jordan Peele's going to get much. Okay, I'll be Jordan Peele as in I'll say hello, but I think that's where Jordan Peele ends.
All right, I need just a moment to prepare, if you don't mind. Alright, you wanna know who the fucking man is, okay? That's a sex machine to all the chicks? Shaft. Okay, I'm damn right, alright? I know that I'm fucking right. You know that I'm right, Sally, right?
Shut your mouth.
See, fucking Sally's over there. She's not telling me to shut my mouth. She knows I'm fucking speaking the truth. I speak truth to power, okay? When Weinstein was fucking those bitches in the chairs, I said, hey, Harvey, fucking 20, 30 years, it's gonna come back to bite you. I think I'm in character now. That could have been its own segment.
Okay, so I'm gonna be Jordan Peele. My phone magically rings the day after the Oscars, or 2 days after the Oscars, and
it says Tarantino Quentin.
Tarantino Quentin. He's already in my caller ID. Hello,
Jordan. Jaybird. Hey, congratulations on the big win, man. How you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good, I mean,
all right, I don't mean to stop you there, okay? But let me just get this out real quick. I just wanna, I don't have a lot of time. I'm on the fucking plane. We're going over to France right now. We're shooting. I can't really fucking tell you about it because Roman Polanski's involved. Big extradition laws and shit. Anyway, fucking dude, congratulations taking on the screenplay for Get Out. I watched that movie, dude. That's the fucking movie I wish I would have thought to make right before Django, so people knew I had the fucking cred to make Django, okay? I got Spike Lee coming out of one fucking ear telling me I can't use the N-word, man, but, Sam said, it's cool, Quentin, you want to say nigger, it's just Tuesday for us, okay? Hey, sorry if I don't have that same cloud around you. We cool? We cool, brother?
Yeah, we're cool.
Cool. It's I don't want to hurt you, man. I don't want to, make you upset. I'm fucking code shifting again. They told me not to code shift. Anyway, fucking great movie, dude. I really like, all the subtext, all the super text. That's when I just fucking look in the camera and tell you shit. That's what I call the super text. When I got Sam Jackson coming in saying, fucking amyl nitrate film makes you really fucking horny and then catches on fire. That's super text. Anyway, you didn't have a lot of super text. You did a lot of show don't tell, and I fucking respect you for that, man. That shit with the Fruit Loops and the milk. I mean, I'm a cereal fan myself. I never thought to use it to make like a fucking statement on segregation. Fucking years after, that was fucking inspired. And as an honorary black man, I just gotta say, you really fucking told our story and gave it a real new twist. I want to say thank you, man. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Quentin. You have a good day. You have a good day now, okay?
Oh shit! I downed Foghorn Leghorn. I gotta say all this shit again. Click.
That was Tarantino Tuesdays.
Quentin, I'll say Quentin. Thank you. Thank you very much for liking my Get Out. Fucking got this Southern lawyer / pickaninny Jordan Peele.
Well, I know I was trying to do like a deep voice, but like
you did like his Obama.
I was trying to do a weird Obama. Yeah, I was kind of doing an Obama.
Alright, so fucking fun fact about Get Out, because anytime I like a movie that I just finished, I'll read the entire IMDb trivia page and then the entire TV tropes page for it. So, fun fact about Get Out, there's a scene early in the movie where they fucking hit a deer with the car. And you hear the deer like fucking crying out in the trees like real heart-wrenching shit. And I'm thinking like, God, man, they must have got like a fucking dead deer or a dying deer make this noise. Like, how'd they get that? And it's just fucking Jordan Peele making a deer noise. It's just Jordan Peele on a microphone just going, nah.
Well, he's sort of, he's method. He has a lot of training, he has a history in improv and all types of companies and so forth.
It's just funny as shit that it's like, hey, what are we going to do for the deer sound effect? Oh, I'm just going to do it into the microphone.
Yeah, fuck you. That's another paycheck. Right. What, I'm going to pay somebody else to fucking make a deer noise? No. I'm a Seth MacFarlane that fucking thing.
I thought that was funny. It's like, what's his contribution? Deer noise. Also made the movie, but like... Where any modern director puts a little bit of himself in there somewhere. He, even like Kevin Smith shouting "Shut the fuck up" at the end of Red State.
Yeah,
but
and that's one thing I gotta say about like Key and Peele is a lot of their sketches were pretty cinematic. Like they weren't.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They weren't filmed on they were filmed on like single cam.
Like fucking on studio lots and shit.
Yeah, they did a send up of Les Miserables, right?
Yes. Oh, that was fucking dude. Thomas Middleditch is the Monsieur Thénardier. That was beautiful. Ladies, men, whatever. Apparently, I'll take it where I can get it.
The very first episode, like when they're talking about like the whole bitch sketch, like, but you said bitch though.
Yeah.
And then like they go to space.
Yeah.
Like it takes a certain kind of like grand expanse, micro to macro, to fucking say, where does this sketch naturally go? Outer space. That and I guess without getting offensive, the magical Negro sketch.
Yes.
Sort of like the bagger bands, like
special effects, spectacular kind of bullshit.
Yeah. And and it's funny, and it's socially relevant, and it was just, because, the Dave Chappelle show, and don't get me wrong, I love Dave Chappelle, and he was a groundbreaking guy, and, like, if Dave wasn't there, Key and Peele probably wouldn't have gotten their shot.
This is going to be a fucking park and bark, isn't it? Because you're on a soapbox, I got shit to say, too.
I'm just saying is that Dave Chappelle, like, that looked like it was in a fucking soundstage. Like, it looked like, we got this little, little group, this little theater area.
Although I did like their, did you see the Lost episodes?
Yeah.
That they did with the fucking the time haters.
Oh yeah.
They're like that plantation looked good.
Oh yeah.
That looked like a Roots set. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Continue.
And once again, that was season 2 after they got a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about like Rick James and shit like that, all of that was like filmed in like in like a low rent fucking studio somewhere in Manhattan. So I'm saying Key and Peele, like, their stuff always looked cinematic, and so they got a lot of training on their show. And now it's time to make movies. He's pulling his cinematic dick out and saying, "Here it is."
And Jordan Peele wanting to make Twilight Zone, fucking absolutely. That not just because Get Out, but like there's that cinematic quality. Like everything is well made on Key and Peele. And even when a joke falls flat, it was still fucking well made, and the story makes sense, and they're able to, just in 5 minutes, you gave us a beginning, middle, and end for something. So I don't doubt he can handle anthology where you don't have the time to like set shit up.
And just reading today, he's doing a Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country, that's gonna be
where a guy's looking for his father with a female friend and his uncle, but it's set in the 50s, Jim Crow, fucking Southern states, and And by the way, Elder Gods and fucking Interdimensional Beasts are going to be in it also.
Asterisk, yeah. Oh, BT Dubs.
So, anything else before we could have?
I mean, like, I wanted to get into Get Out proper, as far as, like, you know, here's my review, my thoughts, my fucking musings and noticings, and my white guilt, and, you know, maybe not my white guilt. But that's like a whole ride.
That's a whole ride. So maybe
we'll
next
save that.
For you guys, just another minute or so.
Yeah. So, Two Strangers, One Podcast will return right now.
After these messages, we'll be right
messages?
back.
Fuck this! No!
Before I get into this argument, we'll be back with more dick and fart jokes.
This episode of Two Strangers, One Podcast is brought to you by Comics Etc. 1115 East Main and North Goodman at the Hungerford Building, door number 8. Find out more information at comicsetc.biz or like them on Facebook at facebook.com/comicsetc1.
Did you ever see a film at such a young age it left you traumatized with cinematic wounds? Necrophilia. It's a dead issue, man. Don't push it. Cinema Psyops is a weekly podcast documenting an ongoing experiment on the mind of an unwilling test subject.
No one should have to watch this movie.
Oh, no one should have to watch this?
No one should have to watch this movie.
Surprisingly, it's not a topic that a lot of people really want to tackle.
I'm shocked, prudes.
I know, really.
Right?
It's the next sexual frontier that no one wants to explore.
I am, in the most sincerest of senses, disappointed in you.
It takes a powerful goddess like Connie, jam her arm down the monster's throat and kill it. Oh, I'm still tripping out over that. Even as a kid, I was like, I gotta find a girl like that. Every week, I get a new look of disappointment that I never thought I could get out of her.
Unimaginable. At 12 years old, you should not be watching this movie.
Obviously.
At 13, you should not be. 14, you shouldn't be. I'm not entirely sure even 17-year-olds should be watching this.
Just because you're offended by something doesn't mean that you have the right to demand that it doesn't exist. Watching this film again, I had all of this like little nerd glee with everything that kept
little
popping
history doll popping up
absolutely.
at you.
So I totally loved this film.
Hey, I know why you couldn't see that. It's because your brain's warped from watching this shit at 12 years old.
Yeah, this is a rough movie. I told you ahead of time when we were getting ready to do it that it was.
How
going to be
did
a rough
you watch
one.
this shit at 12?
Because physical wounds heal, cinematic ones don't. Listen to Cinema Psyops.
Click and Hit, enhancing the experience for all recreational smokers. Click and Hit is a one-handed portable vaporizer. This smoking pipe has a compact 4-stage design, complete with a built-in, windproof, butane refillable torch lighter. The large burn chamber holds your stash of legal herb or pipe tobacco. Click the button to ignite and inhale as usual. When you are done, put it back in your pocket for later. Smoke anytime with the touch of a button. No more carrying around grinders and tins. You can leave the pipe, rolling papers, and even your lighter at home. The Click and Hit cordless vaporizer is no bigger than a normal cigar, making it the world's smallest and most discreet vaporizer. It's perfect for use in small places or shared rooms. It's efficient, getting 5 to 8 draws from your packed chamber. It's affordable at just $19.95 each. Buy 3 and the shipping is free. Buy 4 and you get the 5th one free. Visit www.click-hit.com. That's clickandhit.com. And now, for listeners of Two Strangers, One Podcast, you can use promo code STRANGERS and receive 10% off your purchase at clickandhit.com. That's promo code STRANGERS for 10% off your purchase.
And we're back.
It's weird because you just picked me up. It's been
weird, dude.
It's snowing. Well, we're not snowing. I mean, we had a big snow last Saturday, Friday, or Thursday, and there was a cat that I remember from before the snow, like a homeless cat, that I just saw on my porch. And I don't know where the hell that cat's been during all this crazy snow. But he definitely looks worse for the wear. And just like, meow. As soon as I opened my door to my porch. That was kind of creepy. So I know you wanted to get into your Get Out review.
Yeah. Did you have anything else?
I do have some house cleaning I just want to get out of the way.
All right.
Okay. Remember how you thought Cloris Leachman was in the Golden Girls?
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware that she wasn't, but it's just, I lump her together with...
a bunch of old ladies in Hollywood.
B. Arthur and Betty White. But anyway.
I have a feeling that you're a fan of the facts of life. And towards that,
I don't know shit about the facts of life.
Well, at one time I was kind of, I said like a line from the opening theme song, and you kind of continued with like...
Everyone knows that. take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
No, it's you take the black, you take the white, you take the fat, you take the dyke, and what do you got? The facts of life. When I said dyke, your eyes just opened up. That's okay. That's.
I don't think that's how it goes. Now again,
that's the Netflix reboot.
I'm not a fan, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it goes.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so that was that. Just so once again,
woke.
That was his name, right? Okay. As for Tarantino Tuesdays, I think I asked you once if you wanted to do Quentin Tarantino orders from the drive-thru.
All right.
And you had mentioned...
I felt like we'd done that already.
It was when Quentin Tarantino's talking about his car and his car issues and how he goes through the drive-thru.
All right.
And the person from the drive-thru can't hear because his car is making so much noise.
So, using the mechanic as a framing device, we did cover the drive-thru.
Yeah, the drive-thru was good. Quentin Tarantino did at one point go into the drive-thru in our...
That's canon.
In our universe.
That's canon. In our particular Tarantino verse.
So I was getting updates this morning from Tommy B. As he listened to the episode.
How's he feel about pineapple?
I haven't checked my phone recently, like for the past hour, but he did mention that he hates onions. So he hates onions. You hate pickles.
I enjoy onions, and he enjoys pickles.
I mean, excuse me. Yeah. You hate pickles. He hates onions.
Well, no, I'm just like saying it. It's weird we got a flip-flop there, because I like onions and he likes pickles, and we each hate the other.
And I hate olives. Just throwing that out there. That's my contribution.
I'm hoping that Tommy B and I can come to terms with each other and both agree that we like olives here.
Well, neither one of you is invited to my barbecue, goddammit.
Well, good, because I don't want to go to a fucking barbecue with olives. So, if that's what you're worried about, that's the problem.
And I had put out a link yesterday about... for people to check out the Fat Chris segment of the last episode, of which your mom responded.
Yeah. I think it's less about me making a bunch of fat jokes at your expense, and more my little joke about, Michael was the guy that talked my mom out of an abortion.
Now, that being said...
That being the lead-in.
Yeah. That being said, let me add my own little story about... Now...
About talking your mom out of an abortion.
Well, my mom... Now, I have an older brother. And my older brother was the junior. My dad's name, my brother is the junior of my dad. According to my mom, that was it. My dad was more than happy with just having that one son with his name and calling it a day.
And he's expressed that your whole life. He's made that abundantly clear.
And my mom, at the time, or whatever, had an IUD. Which is weird because my mom is super Catholic and super religious.
Well, they're in a little cross shape.
But now this is a story my mom told me. She had an IUD, but my mom wanted another kid. And didn't tell my dad that she took out the IUD.
Fuck.
So, I was the surprise baby?
You were the deception baby.
I was the deception baby. I was like... he didn't want me.
The surprise suggests there was some sort of a playful relationship there. You were the fucking flat out misinformation baby.
Oh, by the way, so at least in some weird kind of balance of the universe sort of deal, you almost weren't here. Yeah. I almost wasn't here, but we're here. Deal with it.
Get out. Sorry.
It's about a guy who starts dating a black guy who starts dating a white girl.
I went into it only knowing really that much. It's a black guy is dating a white girl, goes home to meet her parents, and
something's afoot.
Racially charged, bad, suspenseful things happen. And it could have easily been, hey, we don't like your kind here, and we're gonna saw you. Not go at him with a saw, but do saw things to him and have him trapped in this house and tortured and terrible shit, or something bad happens and he gets blamed and the cops show up and they're like, well, it must have been the black guy. It could have easily been that, but it became this weird, it's speculative thriller, and god damn this motherfucker with the blue truck. He always does this shit. Every fucking time.
the big ram, and probably a tiny penis. But so someone had
oversized clit.
Someone had somewhat spoiled the movie for me, saying that, and spoilers, the white people were putting themselves in the black person's body. Now, I thought it was supposed to be some sort of weird, cultural appropriation. Like, we're going to show how woke we are. Right. We're going to stay woke. And
I'm so woke, I'm black now.
And that, we're going to alter carbon ourselves into this black body. Where, like, we're going to live as black people so we can witness the struggle firsthand, sort of a deal.
It's exactly the opposite. And it is cultural appropriation in a more severe way. Where, cultural appropriation, you wear a dashiki because you think it looks cool, but you don't give a fuck what the dashiki means. Mm-hmm. In this, it's old, rich white people. Sorry, old, rich, affluent white people, I should say, because that's an important qualifier for them. Put their brains into black bodies because they believe they believe racists. They racistly believe that black people are inherently stronger, more athletically capable, more sexually virile, better physical specimens than white people, but they believe white people are smarter. Mm-hmm. So they're turning themselves into immortal super beings by just kind of mind hopping between bodies. And that's the ultimate cultural appropriation is you're taking what you think is cool about a black person's body and literally throwing away culture and struggle and everything else because you're a rich white motherfucker with a perfectly healthy young black body now.
And so, you had mentioned the scene where the guy goes to do a fist bump. The main character,
yes, and that
goes to meet one of the brainwashed or brain removed black guys. Yeah. He goes to do a fist bump,
and the guy shakes the fist like he's shaking someone's hand because they don't give a fuck about
culture or
the culture. Like it's just black people are stronger than me. I want to be strong, and that's the guy who started that. I'll call it a cult. Mm-hmm. The person who started that cult lost the Olympic qualifiers to a black man, and in running
and cross country or running.
What was the dude's name?
Well, no. Well, because I was like, I don't know if this is supposed to do it had to do with the Olympics during World War II, where Jesse Owens, a black athlete,
that sounds right,
beat the German, and I believe it might have even been either it was in Germany or Hitler was there, and then they have the award ceremony and Hitler's in the background while they're putting a gold medal on a black athlete, and it's sort of you're here talking about the master race, and here's a guy who obviously fucking put your team to shame.
And I'm pretty sure it's that runner that he lost the qualifier to.
Oh, okay. So the guy that lost to Jesse Owens.
So he ends up putting his body in a fit, or his mind in a fit black man's body, and he's just sprinting around at night, and that's the biggest scary scene of it. The main character Chris is out in the lawn about to smoke, and then he just sees the groundskeeper fucking sprinting at him, and he gets a foot from him and just hard right and runs away. And just watching down the barrel of that happening, it was like, oh, what the fuck's about to happen? It was pretty cool, man.
So it's kind of like a Stepford Wives.
Yeah, there's definitely that influence.
Attack of the Pod People. What the hell am I drawing?
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, yeah. It's sort of it's using that, but remember, back then people worried about communism and people who, quote-unquote, look like us and trying to fit in. Well, when they were really aliens, was sort of an allegory for communism. Now this is more about race relations and stuff like that. Now, do you remember Jimmy the Greek at all? Is that
your buddy from New York? Or?
No. Jimmy the Greek was I want to say he was a sports announcer on the radio. And I think sometimes on TV, and he got in big trouble. It had to be the early 90s, I guess, probably, where he was talking about how the black athlete is much better because the black athletes nowadays are descendants of the slaves that the whites bred into having the biggest strongest guys and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, a southern white slave owner doesn't get evolution like that.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, Jimmy the Greek sort of I wonder if they touched in on that, the white people kind of inadvertently created all these athletes that are in the NBA today and NFL today because from slavery days of breeding the best with the best. strong stock, and I'm not trying to be like offensive, just saying. Yeah. But that's and Jimmy the Greek, and he got so much trouble.
Jimmy the Greek said it wasn't me.
No, I'm saying, but he got in big trouble, and that was like in the early '90s. I mean, that was right before like the big giant PC movement. But even people back then were like, dude.
there's easily notes of that in the movie, and it's the keystone bit of the movie is this party scene where all the parents or the grandparents' friends show up, and it's just big white people party, and the one black guy that he sees that fucks up the fist bump, and it's learning later on that they're all there to take a look at Chris and see if they want to bid on his body at the auction.
Oh, so it's like a slavery thing,
right? Well, so learning that later on, you get kind of this new idea, but watching it, it just seems like, okay, a bunch of racist white people who are, have some sinister intent we don't know yet, and it's just that, oh, you brought a black boy home, let's take a look at him, like grabbing his muscles, being like, is it true what they say? Is it better, is black better in bed and stuff? And then Chris goes off, he's like, I need to get some air, wanders away from the party with his girlfriend for a bit, and then the dad's like, all right, well, you do that, I think we're going to start up the bingo game, and then you cut silently back and forth, Chris sitting like on a lake, just kind of looking out, contemplating shit, and then back to the bingo game, which is everyone's holding bingo cards, that all of them are already filled out with a bingo, and the dad's up there, standing at a gazebo in front of everyone's chairs and just throwing up numbers with his hands, and it's a fucking silent auction.
Oh.
And you're like, what the fuck's going on with this? And then the camera pans down, so it's like chest up at first of the dad, and then the next shot, the camera's out wider, and there's just a picture of Chris next to him, and he's just auctioning the body off, and it's fucking. And at that point, you don't know it's the mind swap thing.
You think it's just slavery?
The red herring at that point is the girl's mom is a psychologist who does hypnosis, and Chris has been hypnotized, and you think the idea is he's going to be further hypnotized into being a slave.
Oh shit!
And that's how every other black person on the property seems. It seems like they're like overly polite and well behaved, and making sure Chris is reassured, like, oh no, everything is fine, sir, and stuff like that. And so you're thinking up until a certain point, oh, he's going to be brainwashed into being a slave for these people, and then nope, even fucking worse.
But the daughter that brings him home, are her intentions pure, or is she there as bait?
Do you want the answer to that?
Sure, why not?
She is the evilest person in that fucking movie.
Oh, okay. Because I know it started out like, it's a girl dating a black guy.
No, because she spends the entire thing, the whole family has something a little fucking off about them. And she spends the whole time being like, they're fucking weird, okay, and like, I'm sorry, I didn't know they'd be like this, and reassuring the whole fucking time. Mm-hmm. And it's all predicated on the idea that Chris is the first black guy she's ever dated. Mm-hmm. And as he's starting to realize something's really fucked up in this house, he, sees this open closet door and there's a box in there, and he pops it open, and there's pictures of her with just fucking dozens of black guys. Like her fucking trophy box. And you think maybe, you fucking hope, like, the mom hypnotized her to keep bringing black guys home, and she's, totally unsuspecting. Like, just wiping her memory of the people they take. And then he's like, okay, we need to leave. I need you to find the keys. And she's going through first, like, okay, I'm looking. Yeah, we'll go. And like trying to get out of the house. And then the rest of the family kind of corners him in the living room while she's on the stairs, still rummaging through her purse. And like, when he's obviously got no fucking escape, he's like, Rose, did you find the fucking keys? And she's just like, I can't give these to you, right?
Oh shit!
Like, oh no! Big fucking wham line for the whole thing. And yeah, it turns out she's the one that fucking brings them in. She's the scout.
She's the honeypot.
Yeah. And then later on, she's on her computer looking up the new NCAA prospects. Like that. She bings that shit because it's Windows supported movie.
Oh, okay.
So she bings that NCAA prospects and pulls up like an image search. One of them is Keegan-Michael Key, which is kind of funny. But she's sitting there on her bed, and she has a dry bowl of Fruit Loops and a glass of milk. And that's keeping the colored cereal separate from the white milk. So she takes one Fruit Loop, puts it in her mouth, there's this obnoxious, annoying, fucking uppity crunch, and then she sucks that milk down through a big, thick black straw. And it's just, and there's shit like that just littered all over the movie. It's
Oh,
fucking
okay.
great. But that's
So that's your Get Out review?
I'll say, yeah, that's my Get Out review. Fucking watch it if I haven't ruined it for you. It's a good fucking movie.
Well, no, I want to see it.
Yeah, it's good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1:15 on Wednesday night. It's time for Pink Chunk and the Bone
Pink
Dozer.
Chunk and the Bone Dozer in the morning.
Yeah,
And
1:45 midnight.
1:45 at night.
I am the Bone Dozer. With me, as always, my friend Pink Chunk.
Pink
What's going on today, Pink Chunk?
All right, well, let me see. We're going to take a look at the news, and apparently Donald Trump wants to take our guns. You got to come dead from my cold dead head, Donald Trump.
Wait, for your head?
My cold dead hands in my head.
Tell you what, Donald Trump can come take my gun, take it right up his butt, you know, and my gun, I mean my dick. I'm sexually attracted to the President of the United States, everybody. Bone Doze!
All right, you've been bone dozed.
You got bone dozed. I don't know why we use the baby sound effect for the bone dozing, but I'm starting to like it.
Bones out, guys!
Bones out!
Alright, so we're gonna, let me see. We're gonna take a caller, the 15th caller, give us the phrase that pays. Alright, 15th caller, you're on the line. You have the phrase that pays with Bone Dozer and Pink Chunk in the mornings.
See, Kyle?
No, hey! No, none of that.
Wow, what a Nazi, am I right?
I did not see that coming.
I did. I was doing the voice of that caller.
Oh, hey, so that...
Oh, got a little meta there. I really like this segment. Oh, right, this week's edition of What's Saoirse Ronan Eating?
Saoirse Ronan Eating, okay. All right, the 20th caller calls in and said, what's the Saoirse Ronan eating? Is she eating a hot dog? Is she eating a sausage? Is she eating a cucumber?
And keep in mind, if you say a Polish sausage and it is a non-Polish sausage, you do not win. Vagueness is your ally here. Vagueness and brevity is gonna win your levity.
Yeah.
I got a rhyming dictionary, but not a regular one. Alright, I think we got a caller calling in. Hey, you're the 20th caller. What's Saoirse Ronan eating?
Alright, Saoirse Ronan eating, is she eating a red hot chili pepper?
Ding, 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 ding. It is a red hot chili pepper.
You win tickets to red hot chili peppers.
That was too fucking easy. That fruit was hanging so low I didn't even see it.
You win tickets to red hot chili peppers. The only problem is the game is playing in Peru.
Oh.
So we don't have an airplane flight. We don't have a hotel. Just get your ass to Peru, but as soon as you do, you get to go see the Red Hot Chili Peppers playing in the soccer stadium.
Actually, I think we got a little concession for the Peruvian government here. We've just framed that caller for murder in Peru, and we will extradite.
Right, ding ding, all right.
All right, you're going to see Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Just make sure you pay off those prison guards. They'll let you out. Just keep about $10,000 at hand. You can get out real easy.
That's $10,000 or a hand in the plan, if you know what I'm saying. You got a tongue in the butt if you want to get out in the rut.
Tell them El Chapo sent you.
It rhymes a lot better in Peru. Tell them El Chapo. All right, what's our next segment, Pink Chunk?
All right, our next segment.
We should really plan this before we start.
It's sort of improvisational nature here on the radio here.
Yeah.
In the morning. We weren't even ready for it.
All right, next game coming up is Pass or Flap. That's where you tell me if the word I'm showing you is the word pass or the word flap in a foreign language.
All right, and so the first is...
Watashi wa.
Watashi wa, or...
Is that pass or flap?
Watashi wa. Okay, I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's, flap.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was a trick question. That's actually a Japanese self-identifying pronoun used for sentences that would in English begin with the word I.
All right.
All right.
You'll try again. A lot of fucking work.
You'll try again next week, though.
So we were talking about scary movies. What was the last movie that scared the shit out of you?
Get Out.
Okay, that's a little too... Okay, we just spoke about... Okay, pre-Get Out.
Before Get Out.
The last movie that scared the shit out of you.
Genuinely fucking scared me? That's an excellent question. Do you have one ready? Because I need to.
Well, no. Okay, so like recently we were talking about on a separate project that I'm working on. I was watching videos from. I was watching clips from Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, yeah.
And for spoiler alert. It's not really I guess that's people know the premise is Cabin in the Woods is a movie where there's this corporation, or there's it's sort of based on a religion, I guess, to be a lack of, and there's these elder gods that want to destroy the earth. So like every year or so, they have to make a sacrifice to the elder gods to keep the elder gods from destroying the planet. So they have basically a menagerie of monsters. It could be zombies.
Is that the compendium for monsters? Menagerie?
Menagerie? A murder? A murder of crows? A murder of monsters?
A gaggle of monsters.
And it's supposed to be a postmodern take, a deconstruction of the horror movie where all the monsters. So you would have a Freddy, you would have a Jason, you would have zombies, you would have a werewolf, you would have a giant king cobra,
you would have Kevin.
Or Kevin?
You never know, on the whiteboard. One of the spots just says Kevin.
Oh yeah.
And the assumption and the fan canon, the fanon, if you will, is that it's Kevin from Sin City, Elijah Wood's character.
Ah, okay. So basically, like every horror movie that's ever been made in this world, it's because depending on the victims and the choices that they make, they ultimately choose the monster that comes out. Yeah. Now, I forgot exactly what happened in this movie. I think that some security measure comes down. All the monsters get released. Yeah. So, there was this one fucking scene where, for some reason, all the monsters get to take an elevator, including the giant 50-foot fucking King Cobra. But somehow, the elevator opens, and of course, there's like this, assault squad guys with guns and helmets and riot gear, and the doors open, and every fucking possible conceivable monster comes out of the fucking thing. Zombies and robots, the fucking, a killer clown, all just bum rush this lobby, and it's fucking utter chaos,
And that terrified you.
It terrifies.
And I gave you shit for that because I was like, so it's like quantity over quality for you.
But it's just this utter fucking chaos, and things that their sole purpose is to fucking kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny, they don't attack each other.
Right.
The monsters aren't, because their job is not to attack each other. They're made solely just to fucking kill people. And
that person just wants to get fucking robbed.
Yeah.
They just leave the box with their 55-inch Roku 4K TV sitting out in front of their house.
Unless they put it in front of somebody else's house.
Which is the clever thing to do. I hope they did that. Well, real quick before we wrap, I have my answer now. It was The Conjuring.
Okay.
But
I didn't see it, though.
I didn't hear it. Here's the weird thing. I was at the drive-in with a girl I was dating at the time who didn't fucking like scary movies. We went only to see Pacific Rim. It was a double feature. The Conjuring played first. So I had the audio of Grown Ups 2 on the radio while she was just like trying to sleep and not watch The Conjuring. And I'm trying to just get the plot of The Conjuring.
But your brain was filling in the gaps.
Exactly. So that made it scarier. And then, so I'm just completely tuning out Grown Ups. And there's this scene where, earlier in the movie, it's a family moves into a house. It's haunted. That's all you need to know for this. Earlier in the movie, the two children of indeterminate fucking gender are playing this hide-and-seek game where they're blindfolded, and they get to have the person who's hiding clap 3 times. So they'll be like, hey, give me a clap. They'll be like... Then, they get a little closer.
So like a Marco Polo.
Give me another clap. Yeah, like Marco Polo, but you got 3 claps, and that's it. You got to find them blind on your own at that point.
Okay.
And they're like, you want to play the clapping game? So the mom hears something in the house in the middle of the fucking night. And she goes and gets down to, the basement door, and she's looking down the basement. She's got a match in her hand. And I don't hear any of the lead-up. I don't hear the suspense of the music, so I think she's just investigating the house, and then fucking 2... evil possession, ghost, fucking creepy hands pop out of the darkness behind her, fucking clap, and the match goes out. Scared the fucking shit out of me. Because, I don't have the content. I've rewatched the movie since, and you get a little hint that that's about to happen, because some, disembodied voice is like, do you want to play the clapping game? And then it happens.
Oh, okay.
And that would have readied me a little bit, because, I get how horror movies are made, but seeing it completely silently and only having, this silent movie fucking context to it, you don't get the sound cues, you don't get the music swelling to be like, something scary is going to happen, get ready. Because when that's I'm like, okay, I might get a little ooh from a jump scare, but that's about it. This was fucking, Existential horror! I'm not safe in this fucking car! And meanwhile, David Spade's like, oh no, my floaty sank, or some bullshit.
Kevin James is like, oh no, I can't climb this wall.
Uh-oh, we peed in the pool and now it's all blue.
Oh no, I want to pee in the pool too.
Oh, hey, Chris Rock, can you come pee in the pool? Yeah, but it's going to turn black because I'm your black friend.
I want to get chocolate wasted.
What a shitty fucking movie. My last apartment, I had the neighbors underneath me. Well, the neighbor underneath me smoked cigarettes in his apartment all the time. It would fucking bleed up and stink up my place. So I'd like come home from work and just fucking reek in my apartment. I have to open the windows and shit. But then he died and it just, smelled like corpse in my apartment until they found him. I told that on the podcast yet?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, that's kind of the gist. My girlfriend was over. And all day she's like, oh, your dishes fucking stink. I had a sink full of dishes because, living alone, fucking...
Bachelor.
Who am I trying to impress? You're already here. It's like, I think you're fucking... You have, like, eggs on a plate in there or something that are rotting? Like, no, it's... I think... And I was, like, sniffing around the apartment. And there was this one strong spot on the floor where it's like... I think it's coming from downstairs. And I joked, I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if... Well, not funny. Like, what if my fucking neighbor underneath died and that's, like, his body? And she's like, oh, don't be fucking gross. I think it's your sink. And I did all the dishes and the smell was still fucking there. Then she left, and I went to sleep. I was working third shift, and woke up, went to work, and this guy I work with, who used to work for my apartment complex, was like, hey, did you hear Tim died? Like, wait, Tim that lives underneath me? Like, yeah, his brother found him today, like 8 o'clock. So, like, Tori left at like 7:30. I went to sleep, and while I was sleeping, they found his fucking dead body and took it out. So, yeah. You know what? Joke's on you. I was smelling corpse.
Yeah, I have, like, one of my childhood friends is a cop, and my brother was NYPD, and I was an auxiliary cop for years. And, like, a lot of people say that, like, a dead body is probably the worst thing you'll ever smell. Well, I think a burnt dead body is probably the worst thing you ever smell. But I think the second worst thing you ever smell.
A burnt dead body that hadn't shit recently before death. That got fucking lit on fire by a sentient skunk. If I had to try and create the worst smell. At a certain point, though, it's just they all blend together. Like, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's like, put too many ingredients on a pizza. It's just, I'm not even tasting anything anymore.
Oh, speaking of, Tommy B responded back.
Yes.
And said that he...
Fucking monster.
He hates pineapple on pizza.
Well, and pineapples have this enzyme in them. That, like, essentially, it's trying to break down your body while you're breaking it down. So I think he's just not strong enough to handle it.
I think he's just trying to make an excuse. Pineapple on fucking pizza is repugnant. It's too much sweet on savory. It's not
just the... You don't fucking use it in place of cheese. You just use it like toppings, and it's good. Repugnant. Motherfuckers steam broccoli and then put cheese all over it, and then they call pineapple on pizza repulsive and shit.
Well, then it's funny because Tommy B is shared a meme where it was people who put ketchup on mac and cheese,
right, are just getting away with that shit.
Which I guess it must be a thing. To me, that strikes me as a very redneck thing to do.
Yeah, that
like it reminds me of like Honey Boo Boo. Remember Honey Boo Boo?
Right, it feels like you're making your mac and cheese last longer because you don't know when the next box is coming.
Because Honey Boo Boo's thing was sketty, which is where they would boil the noodles and instead of tomato sauce, use ketchup. Which, once again, just sounds like the most fucking, last 2 cents,
That's what they mean when they say for 68 cents a day you can feed a child.
Oh my god! And then this morning,
we'll make them sketty.
I'm eating a cup of noodles, cup of ramen, but it's not not the main brand name,
not the fancy brand name cup of noodles.
The 28 cents. Walmart had them for 28 cents, and I'm like, a fucking can of dog food isn't 28 cents.
It's just called a noodle cup.
Yes.
It's like they can't sue us. It's technically a noodle cup. Yeah, I guess so.
And that was as part of what I had this morning before. I was sipping the noodles right as soon as you pulled up to my house.
Did you eat the cup so you get any nutrition out of it? Or?
Well, in all fairness, okay, it's like the other ramen noodles where there's ramen and there's the you can see the little flavor crystals that you pour the hot water on. It makes a nice oily mess on
I used to eat that shit all the time. Then I realized I'm not gaining anything from it. It's just telling my stomach, there's stuff in there, shut up.
But there's actually, like, well, I guess at the time, dehydrated, like...
Right, there's like 3 peas and a piece of corn on the top and shit.
Corn and carrots and peas.
But, like, nowhere near enough for you to think, like, this is adding to the dish at all. Just enough so that every few bites you get a little surprise.
It's like nowhere near any kind of sufficient, like, roughage for your body.
Right.
It's like, I'm eating healthy because there's three corn cob... What is it?
Right.
What do you call that? A corn...
Kernel?
Kernel. There's like 3 kernels of corn in here.
Yeah, you're just fucking... And corn, by the way, has no nutritional value.
Your body shits it the same way it came in.
I don't know if you've ever looked at your shit after eating corn, but you didn't do anything with it. You ate it and then shit out corn.
You ever wonder what would happen if someone just exclusively ate corn?
They'd probably just shit stinky corn.
Someone has got to have done it.
Your shit just comes. It's just like you get like those popcorn balls on Halloween. Just comes out looking like one of those.
There's got to be some dude bros that has said, dude, for the next like 3 days we're gonna eat nothing but corn.
Yeah, and then we're gonna take pictures of our shit and send them to our girlfriend. Yeah, all right, man. Got 3 days to get a girlfriend. Scare her away with our corn shit.
People take. How come that hasn't become a thing on the internet? People taking pictures of their shit. People take pictures of their food. There's got to be websites where people take pictures of bowls of toilet bowls.
I would imagine. But like,
that's got to be a thing.
But you make it sound like a hobbyist thing, or like a meme, like hey, ratemyshit.com or something. And any site you
ratemyshit.com.
See if it's available. Just have it linked right back.
GoDaddy that shit.
Yeah. But like, I feel like as soon as you start posting pictures of your shit on the internet, people fetishize it, and it suddenly is just a sex thing.
Isn't it?
Other than shit fetishists, who in the world thinks that's a good idea and can use a computer?
Well, it's like, I would think, people share every other fucking part of their life.
Right.
There are people who, like, damn near take pictures of every meal. Especially anybody, like, people who have, like... But one thing, like, people who eat out all the time.
Okay.
Like, go to restaurants or whatever.
Oh, like cunnilingus? Is that what you mean? Eat out?
Hakuna Matata. Yes, it means no worries. It's a worry-free philosophy.
Are you okay? Did you get like really old today? Did you just like age fucking 50 years?
Gentleman Bane, it's my philosophy of life.
Doesn't sound
because it's Gentleman Bane. It's a different, it's not the Bane from the movies, it's Gentleman Bane.
Right, and like, what context is Gentleman Bane in? What?
Gentleman Bane, in my mind, is the guy that wears, he has the mask, like Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. He has like a monocle, and he dresses kind of fancy. Like he'll wear like a cardigan sweater, but with the sleeves ripped off to show off his arms.
Okay.
So like he wears nice clothes, except for the fact that the arms are ripped off and you can see his muscular arms.
Okay. Not really what I meant by what's the context for it. Why is his voice all fucked up? Because he doesn't sound anything like Bane. That's what I mean, like, oh yeah, I just want to watch the world burn. That's my British Joker. You're completely removing.
It's totally devolved, like everything else.
Your impressions have moved on.
They've taken on a life of their own.
You're removing any Bane part of it and just doing like a gentleman voice, and then like, oh yeah, it's Gentleman Bane. Why Bane?
Because it's funny to think of a guy with a mask and muscular arms.
All right, but you never
proper.
Until I forced it out of you. You never painted that word picture. You just kept calling it Gentleman Bane.
Well, I mean, it's funny to think like, he's all proper and he knows a sconce and an ascot and he knows cream frige and...
I understand the comedy once you've explained it. That's not the problem. problem
it's a
is-
character. He lives in my mind.
It's like-
Gentleman Bane. And he wants to come out and play every now and then. He wants to know why Uncle Austin keeps putting him back in the closet.
It's like... It's like if I were to say zippers and start laughing my ass off, and then I got all indignant because you didn't know I was thinking, why do Scotsmen wear kilts? Because sheep can hear zippers. Like, you're just reveling in your punchline of a joke you wrote in your head and never shared with anyone.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
The podcast is like, I guess maybe that's why it hasn't been as popular as I thought it would have been. Because all the jokes are in my head.
That's why no
it's
one...
purely just entertain myself.
That's why no one's like, bring back Gentleman Bane, because they don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, I put him on the cover of one of... It was an episode art of Bane Terrier Design.
Oh, never mind that. I'm sorry. I doubted you.
In the... Well, it was some other famous interior designer.
The interior design, we had a framing device of it being him, and like we were doing Bane impressions, not Gentleman Bane impressions.
Well, in my mind, he evolved from there. Like, you know, he's taking in the finer things in life. He's finally out of that hole in jail. He's at Gotham City. And, like, he's discovered this whole new world that he never knew about. Like, yeah, he's part of the League of Shadows, and he wants to, take over the world. But, seeing that Batman has kind of stopped him, he's like, I'm gonna fucking just take in all this culture.
All right.
It's sort of like he's discovered a whole new world, and he doesn't want to kill anybody anymore. He doesn't want to take over the world. He wants to collect the fine things in life.
So I'm with you on it now, but when you say he evolved from there was zero evolution. This is like if a cheetah gave birth to a baby who had rockets instead of legs, and neither of its parents had rocket legs, and they're like, oh, that's just evolution.
Well, I mean, fish and birds have a common ancestor. I mean, we gotta eventually go somewhere.
Right. I'm saying that, there's like the missing link.
Uh-huh.
You had fucking 90 missing links in the evolution from Bane to Gentleman Bane.
British Gentleman Bane!
Right, see? Now, you said British... Wait, did you say butt its or British?
I said butt its.
Okay.
But it's Gentleman Bane!
It's... You know what it is? It's that girl's belly button in Seinfeld. Hello! Tra-la-la-la!
It's Gentleman Bane, maybe. That's where I got hello from. Hello. The way I say hello at the beginning of the episode is from Seinfeld. Like, hello and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. That's sort of that kind of came from that.
All right, fair. I think Gentleman Bane might also be influenced by that belly button.
La la la. I'm a belly button. I'm also a Batman villain. Hello,
belly Batman.
Oh. Holy belly button lit Batman!
Hey, stay woke.
Hey, stay awake, stay alive.
Stay woke. I wish it would say stay woke instead.
I'm pretty sure with like a Bluetooth hack you could probably get in there.
You think those are on Bluetooth?
Probably the old computers that have like the green letters. Shall we play a game?
I like that that's your description. I like those old computers with the green letters.
That's like the best descriptor I get
what you mean. It was just a funny way of phrasing it. I don't know how I could have done it any better, but the way you did it was really funny.
It paints a verbal picture, paints a mental picture.
Those computers with the green letters. I mean, I can get green letters on my computer. I feel like that's not what you're talking about, though.
Well, that was the limitation. That was like, holy shit, I got 256 megabytes of RAM in this bitch. Time to play some Snake.
Oh, Puerto Ricans can commit suicide too. I'm like totally woke right now. I get it. I get the struggle.
You're like, you're too white to be Puerto Rican, but you're too Puerto Rican to be white.
We got us a little in-betweener.
I get it, man. You're the man that walks between both worlds, Like, when you hear salsa music, fucking you feel it in your heart, man. But you really can't fucking express it. You know that feeling? It smells like weed.
Yep, someone's on the reefer.
Feeling like you really like rice and beans, but then you can't speak Spanish, man.
Oh my fucking god.
You know what I mean, man?
The fuck do I speak better Spanish than you? Conjugate that verb, bitch.
We don't conjugate. It's it's the equivalent of like someone down south that says like ain't. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's the equivalent of like Gollum saying we when he means I.
He's lost the precious.
Puerto Rican is just Gollum speak. You're on your fucking island too long, you forgot the faces of your fathers.
See, be white, but you like rock and roll. Like, I don't fucking like Daddy Yankee. I like fucking reggaeton.
What is Daddy Yankee?
Daddy Yankee. He's a Spanish, Puerto Rican guy. He does like a Pitbull style music, but like
Senor del Mundo.
Yeah, but
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, it's like, but Pitbull's from Cuba, so I don't want to say Pitbull. Daddy Yankee's like a Puerto Rican version of Pitbull, and it's like, I don't listen to that shit. I don't listen to salsa music. Salsa.
Has that fun to say salsa?
Salsa. Hey.
Coffee.
Hey, George! Don't you feel like you're walking between two worlds, George? Tell me, Jerry, I'm Jewish, but I don't feel Jewish.
Is he Jewish? No, George isn't.
No, George is, Costanza? Costanza's, that's not what is that?
No, they're
not Italian.
They're Festivus here. They celebrate Festivus.
Like the rest of us?
Well, a Festivus for the rest of us. Alright, what are two elements of Festivus?
The feats of strength.
Alright.
And the pole.
Good. Is there a third? I don't know.
Airing of the grievances?
Oh, yes.
That's... I've watched a lot of fucking Seinfeld.
I mean, fucking who hasn't, though?
Yeah, because it's always on.
It is on every channel 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's on the whatever the WB channel that people have.
At any given second, Seinfeld is on some channel on TV. It ended on Fox, it just started up on TBS. It's probably on fucking Nick at Night at this point. We went to the mall today. Colton could see the Easter Bunny.
Oh, wow.
We went to this place called Box Lunch. Have you heard of that?
Sorry.
Sounds dirty, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty much Hot Topic, but very well lit and not so emo bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, just all the cool, geek shit, all the merchandise. So I got a pop vinyl bobblehead. He's
Deadpool?
No, he's made of rocks.
Shit!
Nothing to be afraid of. That was cool for me.
Box Lunch?
Box Lunch, it's called. It's pretty cool. And then, Toro was like, "This place is really nice," and we were right in front of the cashier. I'm like, "Yeah, it's like Hot Topic for clean people." And he's like, "Well, you're not wrong. We're their sister company." I'm not wrong, and I'm not sorry.
Because Hot Topic's other sister company is Torrid, which is like rockabilly clothes for big old girls, big old gals. And I know that because my ex-wife.
And then we went to Torrid, and Torrid got a bunch of clothes, you fucking dick.
That was not a setup.
I know, it was just funny. Like, this is company's Torrid. I'm like, say it, motherfucker. I know what it is. Fucking say it, though.
Well, I know that because of my ex-wife. My ex-wife used to shop at Torrid all the time.
It's a plus-size clothing store.
Named after fucking bad weather.
Rockabilly clothes for big old gals. God damn it.
Is it not?
You just stumble your way into the worst fucking scenarios.
How's your toes taste?
Put my phone in your car and, it's a fat chick place, right? Fuck you, man.
I had no idea where you were going with this story.
I know. That's what's funny. Jesus.
Like, I think I still, because of my ex-wife, I still get, email. Because I have my real email address, which I give to actual people that, I want to get in contact with.
And your cross-dresser email address where you get all the Torrid shit. So.
Yeah, then I have my other I would go shopping with her and, can we have an email address? And I'm like, ugh. And I just give them my old standard fucking email, the one that I've had since 94 or something like that.
One@one.com. Well, Chris, I've done it.
What's that?
My powers of necromancy, I've brought the late Rodney Dangerfield back to life.
Oh, you have?
He's been working on some new material. I got him in the studio today. Do you want to hear it?
So it turns out that Rodney Dangerfield got a new Netflix special?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to hear a little snippet?
Through the power of CG and the same way they had Tupac perform at Coachella, they could have Rodney Dangerfield perform his own Netflix special?
No, this is real back from the dead shit.
Oh, okay.
He's a shambling corpse that says some really outdated shit.
All right, so yeah, sure, I could go for that. We could splice that into the show. All right, so I guess here we go. It's Ronnie Dangerfield's Back from the Dead Netflix special. Here you go.
Oh, hey, hello, hey, I gotta tell you, boy, it's good to be back, back to breathing and everything like that. Here on Netflix, before I died, they didn't have a Netflix, but, I've been trying out for the past couple days, and, Netflix asked me if, I was still watching, and I said yes, and they said, it just shut off anyway. I tell you, I get no respect at all, All right, so, I'm trying to figure out things in these new modern times, and, I got myself one of those Apple iPhones, and I said, Siri, could you give me a good recipe for pancakes? And she said, yes, 3 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, and a cup of bleach. I get no respect at all, Yeah, Google Maps keeps directing me to the cemetery. Hey, yeah. It's good to be back. Hey, now that I'm here, I unfollowed Jennifer Lawrence, so she applied for a restraining order. Hey, I get no respect at all.
I'm sorry your studio audience is one guy chuckling at only the ones he wrote.
Only one guy showed up for my Netflix special. I need to fire my publicist. Hey, I tell you, I took a selfie and I tried to post it on Instagram and it said, no thanks, they've reached their limit. Hey, I gotta tell you. Hey, here's one the social justice warriors are gonna be tweeting about tomorrow, right? That's what they do, the social justice warriors? Okay. So I dropped off my hooker, and I said, thanks for the good time, lady. And she said, did you just assume my gender? Hey, I get no respect at all. Some people would say that joke is transphobic. I say, grow a pair, or at least get some surgically added on. I get no respect at all. All right, so, no, I don't have notes up here, just, when you get my age, tell you what, you get my age, you kind of forget things, I was trying to try the dating scene. Unfortunately, I was getting dating advice from Harvey Weinstein, I tell you. No respect. Speaking of dating, I think I have my settings wrong on my Tinder account, because every girl I try to talk to keeps telling me she's a lesbian. And, nowadays you got these modern stores, I said, let me get acquainted to the culture, so... But I tell you, I'm never going to shop at that Best Buy again, because I went there and I said, can you recommend a good movie? And they told me, get out. Hey, I got to tell you, no respect at all. No respect at all. Stormy Daniels pays me to not admit we had sex. Hey, no respect. I tell you what, I got into a fight, with me trying to date. I got into a fight with my wife, and she said she's arranged for me to stay at an Airbnb. I'm sleeping on a bench in the park. I tell you, I got no respect at all. All right, so the other day I ordered an Uber, and my driver was a Lindsay Lohan. I asked her if she smelled alcohol. She said, no, I just drink it. I'm not a wine snob. And it turns out while she was driving, she blacked out. She needed mouth-to-mouth. Now I need penicillin. Whoa, that was okay. That's been my time. It's good. Thanks for coming out to visit Ronnie Dangerfield, Back from the Dead, my Netflix special. Are you still watching?
That's a couple of notes. I'm a big fan of how you had your notes and the microphone in the same hand. I'm sure that's going to sound great.
Oh, yeah.
And I also like how you started off with kind of a solid Dangerfield, and it just slowly drifted into Stallone by the end. Hey, I don't get any respect. I try to work hard. I try to be generous, and everyone else is greedy and lazy. I tell you.
So yeah,
those are my notes.
That's a bit we were working on I was working on the better part of the past 8 hours at work. While we're stuck here.
And I would occasionally chime in with like, "Hey, that's good," or like, "Dude, I don't fucking get it."
Oh wait, they must have missed? Oh, I forgot to transcribe the Amazon joke. All right, here we go, some bonus material. Here's some bonus material I forgot to add.
A little peek behind the curtain here. We actually didn't cut to a clip. We just kept talking.
Here's a little, usually Netflix doesn't give you like the bonus material, like director's commentary or behind the scenes or deleted scenes. This will be the first time Netflix gives you an extra bonus joke. Here we go.
I'll tell you, the other day I ordered something from Amazon. I got no respect. And, Amazon likes to recommend things. It recommended a stepladder and a rope. A stepladder, because, I need after my other ladder left years ago.
Fuck, you butchered that. Here, you want me to take a swing at it?
Okay.
Hey there, so I was fucking Stallone. I had a facelift. There was one just like it underneath. So I was ordering things on Amazon. They give you recommendations at the end. They said, hey, people who bought this also should probably go buy 20 feet of rope and a stepladder. What can I say? I had to buy the stepladder because my real ladder left when I was 5. Yeah, that's how.
He said he couldn't support my family.
that was nice.
That's
dude.
my little.
that was a cute button. I like it. I didn't see that coming. Anyway, that's how
there you go. The bonus clip from Ronnie Dangerfield's Back from the Dead Netflix special. Yay!
That was fun. That's a good 2 minutes of material. Like we're almost fucking at your house.
And it's like I really got sold on let's write a bit for the show. That could. I think that's good enough quality to be on like broadcast radio of some sort.
All right. Maybe like K-Rock or some shit.
Yeah.
not the good stuff, but
yeah. Kind of workshop it. Try to turn this podcast into something. Hey, check us out. We're funny. Here's our podcast. Here's this tug on hydrocephalic pimps.
Sort of like, check us out, we commit. I don't know that we're funny, but we certainly don't just drop an idea once we've had it.
Just because it's bad doesn't mean, what is it, the writer, I was talking about this podcast that had this writer where he said, anybody in the writing room, whenever they start, the sentence with, this may sound like a crazy idea, but, always work with that idea. Always nurture it and try to give it some sort of life.
We've been doing that by accident. It's rarely been a good thing. Hunger Games?
Yes.
The people who ship Katniss and PETA together call them penis. I don't know if that's true, but it's a good joke.
That's their celebrity
and it's in the word penis.
Yeah. So I guess we certainly hope you guys had as much fun listening as we did recording,
which is like a fair amount.
Thank you for listening to Two Strangers One Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Austin.
Don't be a stranger. Peace. We're out. Bye. You should be fapping.
Let me do all my whole outro stuff. Please visit twostrangersonepodcast.net where you can find all things show related. You can find links to our iTunes page. You can download, subscribe to us on iTunes, on an iPhone, iPad, or iPod. If you don't have an iPhone, iPad, or iPod, you can download us on the Stitcher app. That's STITCHER for Android devices. That's the Stitcher app. I use the available offline option and listen later option, so you don't have to kill your data, you don't have to kill your battery when your Wi-Fi spot. Get all the episodes you want to listen to, and listen to them later. And of course, we are available on the SoundCloud app. That is our hosting site. I make sure all the episodes are downloadable. I think on iPhones they are downloadable, but on Androids they aren't. So that's why I'm a little like... But if you go to the website on SoundCloud, you can find us, and you can download them from there if you want to do. If you want to write to us, you can write to us at twostrangersonepodcast@gmail.com. That's all spelled out, twostrangersonepodcast. I got a brand new computer. Thank you to my dad for helping me out with basically a payment for the computer, because we're recording this on a new system, and it sounded good when I was recording earlier. So, thank you, Dad.
I'm sure it was the old computer holding you back, and not this antique microphone we're using.
The microphone has soul. It has spirit. It has
you guys seeing all this soul in the podcast?
I haven't. The funny thing is with the new computer, I have I don't have time to sign into the email account right now, but no one writes us anyway. But if you want to write us, you can write us at Two Strangers One Podcast.
Well, what happened to that one fan that writes all the time?
He fell off the fucking face of the earth. I don't know what happened.
Literally?
Well, I don't know.
You think the Earth's flat? Oh, we got another hour to go then, man.
Well, let's go to the space station. Look. But yeah, but you can write to us at twostrangersonepodcast@gmail.com. We want your money. We need your money. And until we set up a Patreon, what you can do is you can share and like us on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/twostrangersonepodcast. Once again, all spelled out. And share this episode, like the page, share the entire page. And that'd be great. We also have a YouTube group, Two Strangers One Podcast Network. Let me see what else. We're on Twitter at Stranger Podcast. The episodes that are available online right now are really only for the past year. If you want to go back and listen to any of our other episodes from more than 5 years ago, we are on YouTube. Just search for Two Strangers One Podcast. You can find all the earlier 200 some odd shows. You can find my Stranger Vlogs, which I've done about 40 so far, and I have 2 in the pipe and 2 up the butt, 2 in my anus, like a finger. And I also have my audiobook. If you want to hear my second book, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, you can listen to it totally for free on YouTube. Just search for Odd I See, A Tale from the Road. Also available on YouTube, and that's about it. I can't think of her speak on.
You know I got nothing going on, man.
I was like, fuck that. I got shit I got to do.
If you guys can tell me how to beat this part of Zelda I'm stuck on, that'd be great. Shoot me an email. Thunderblight Ganon's a bitch.
Thunderblight Ganon. So if you have any way to beat Thunderblight Ganon, you can write to us at twostrangersonepodcast@gmail.com.
Thanks. Get some traffic in that email account. Bunch of people telling me how bad I am at the game.
That's like the first half of the game. Like not even the first half.
Well, no, it's because you can tackle those dungeons in any order.
Oh, okay. Which I think is a total ripoff of Shadow of the Colossus, but for another day.
You can't tackle those in any order.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, you proved me wrong. I'm committing to
it. All right. Well, we certainly hope you guys enjoyed listening, had as much fun as we did recording. Thank you for listening to the Strangers One Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Austin.
Don't be a stranger. Peace. We're out. Bye.
Chocolate.
You should be fapping balls.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled C-O-L-O-N.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking. Are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between 2 of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea, man.
Is.
Look at her. Fucking, she's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents. Listen to the show. I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
Yeah.
insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his comic books, heavy metal, video games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudity in it, and you could show them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonePodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.